Hello and welcome back. Well, last video we talked a bit more about financial topics. This video I want to bring it back to the psychological aspect of things. And I think that before you start your own financial independence and wealth management journey, it's important for you to answer a few questions to yourself. And the most important question out of those is, what is money to me? What does wealth and money mean to me? Is it the sense of security that it gives me? Is it the freedom that I get? Is it the power? Is it the respect? Is it that you think you'll be loved more? What draws you to money? Because money at the end of the day is just a tool. So you need to understand, what does it give you? For me, for myself, I know that money means independence, freedom. And that means that in some cases I can set up my life and my investments and my money in such a way that I maximize my freedom to do things that I enjoy, to travel, to experience life. And that is a very crucial aspect for you to understand about yourself before you begin your own journey. I'll give you an example of why this is important for myself. If I have some kind of a financial opportunity or an investment that comes up that could potentially make me a lot of money, but would require me to work a lot and basically sacrifice all of my time to make it work, then that is highly likely something that I will pass on, because I know that I would rather have my freedom than be a slave to something that will make me a lot of money. But at the end of the day, if money means freedom to me, why would I want to make a lot of money when I can just have the freedom now and enjoy the time and travel and do all the things that I care about? So I just bypass the money and skip straight to the freedom. Do you understand why this is important? If for example, money means happiness to you, you need to understand that there are better and easier ways to be happy than just to make money. And sure, making money does, like whatever people tell you, making money does make you happy, but only up to a point. Because there are certain diminishing returns to making more money. For example, if you're living on a minimum wage, if you make $20,000, that will solve a lot of your problems and make you really happy. That's for sure. That's for damn sure. But if you make already $1 million per year and you make another $1 million, that doesn't really change a lot. You can already buy the nice car, you can already have the nice home, you can already have the vacations. Like another $1 million, sure, it's nice, but it's not the same impact that is having on you like when you have zero and you get $20,000. Do you understand? So there is a very strong diminishing effect that money has on happiness. And if happiness is your goal, then yeah, you could chase money, but sooner or later, once you have it, that'll not be enough. You'll need something else to get happiness out of. You'll need something that has more purpose. You need to start enjoying the little things in life. There are many things that would be more beneficial to you, to your happiness, once you have a little bit of money. So you need to be aware of that. So you need to understand, if your goal is to be happy, if your goal is to be respected, if your goal is to have security in your life, yes, money can do that, but first only up to a point. And also there are better, more direct ways to get what you're after, instead of using money as a step to that thing. You can bypass money and go directly to that, like I explained already. So what I would recommend you do is you grab a pen and paper and you start writing it down, because you need to get it through your head. You need to understand what it means to you. You need to be sure that this is how you want to move your life forward. This is what you want to strive for. And if you have it written down, it's the best way to basically imprint on your subconscious. You can understand something on a rational and mind level, but to truly live it and feel it and have it be a part of you, you need to start integrating some of these thought processes that you have and make them a part of you. So if I have, say, certain goals for the year, I'm gonna write them down and I'm gonna review them every few months. So I make sure that these things are a part of my psyche. They're a part of me physically. They're imprinted on me. In that way, I can make sure that I will always keep that goal in mind. I will always know what is important, what is honest, what is fundamental to my well-being, not just financially, but psychologically. Because if there are plenty of people who are financially very stable, very wealthy even, and fundamentally they are unhappy. First, understand yourself and your own needs, and then you align your financial goals and your wealth management goals with that, with your goals, with your desire, with your instinct, with where your heart wants to lead you. And there's a quote which I think is very important to keep in mind, and that quote is, "If your only goal is to become rich, you will never achieve it." You need to have your why. Why are you doing this? What is the purpose? How does this relate to you? What are you trying to solve? What are you trying to improve? What are the things that are bigger than you? What is the cause that is bigger than you? And that, along with the goals that you've written down, is how you start. Now, part 2. The biggest thing about financial independence is making your money work for you. Now, 90% of people in this world work for money. They trade their time to earn money. So whether you're working on a production line or you're providing a service or whatever it is that you're doing, you're trading your time and the value that you create for the money that someone pays you for that time and value. Simple, right? But what the rich do is something completely different. They take the money that they have and they put it in different investment vehicles. And investment vehicles can be anything from stocks, real estate, to even Pokemon cards and like tradable little baseball cards. Whatever it is, even good alcohol, like a good rum or a good whiskey could also be an investment, because later you can resell that for more than you paid for it. So what you do is you leverage your time. You put your time into something, for example, researching an investment or learning about it, and then you make your money work. You buy the thing, you wait, and you sell it for more after a while. That's basically how simply all of investing works. You just read, research, buy something that you think is going to go up, sell it later for more money. It's simple. How do we do that? Well, that's a topic for another video. But what I want you to understand is that most people trade their time for money. The rich trade their money for more money later. And that is how they leverage their time. So that their most important asset is their time. So if you take time to research something, if you take time to think about a particular investment, that could be 15 minutes, it could be a month, it could be a lot of time that you think it over. But when you then invest, time is your ally. The only question is, when are you gonna sell it out? There's another quote from John D. Rockefeller which is very, very relevant to this. I think a lot of people would be confused by it, including myself at first, because the concept of money working for you is like, it almost sounds for a scam, like a scam. Like, what the fuck do you mean? What is that? It's abstract. It's not tangible like work is, like a service is. And yet that is how our financial system works. It almost sounds unreal. I know, that's what it sounded like to me. But if you take time to understand it, that's how all of the economy works. Investments, money drives more time, drives more innovation and more growth. All of us know that money makes the world go round. That is why. So the quote from John D. Rockefeller is, "He who works all day has no time to make money." And that sounds really strange. Why is that? Because most of us are used to working at a job to get paid. So working is the only way to make money. But for the wealthy, that is not the case. So say you're worth $1 million, your whole net worth. If you invest that at 20% per year, that is $200,000 per year. So would it be more productive for you to spend your time to find the right investment vehicle for your $1 million and thus earning $200,000 more or less passively and using your free time to generate more income? Or would it be more wise for you to just leave that money in the bank account and go back to your job earning, let's say, the same money, $200,000? So in one case, you are investing your money, earning the same income as you would working, but you're using your free time to find more opportunities. And in the other scenario, you are just letting your money sit and you're working to make more of it, while that money which is just sitting is gradually losing its value over time due to inflation, due to all kinds of economic forces, or the bank taking taxes for it to sit, because most of them do nowadays. You tell me which opportunity sounds better to you. In one, you have all your free time to do something more, to do something interesting, to innovate, to grow. And in the other, you're just working your job. Again, he who works all day has no time to make money. Those who seek opportunities, those who seek innovation, growth, those that drive business, that invest in startups, that invest in companies, that is where the real money is made. If you work at your job, you're too busy to think about how do I grow this money. You're just thinking about when is my next salary? What do I need to do to earn my next salary? And I'm not saying you shouldn't work. You 100% should work. But you should think about a certain point in your life where you are better off just saving and investing and reinvesting and looking for opportunities and growing your own personal wealth. And I wish that for all of you to reach that point. But that is another reason why the rich keep getting richer, because they do that instead of just working at a 9 to 5, head down, making PowerPoint presentations, being in meetings, just doing stuff that does not really move you forward financially other than get you your next salary. So yes, work, get that salary, but once you save and invest your way to a point where you can quit, you can spend your time fully on growing your own personal wealth rather than growing someone else's wealth, then you should strive to reach that point as soon as possible. And this is why I'm here. I know it seems hard. I really know it's very hard for some of you. But I want to help you. And I have nothing to sell you. But I want to help you get to a point where you have some control over your finances and not your finances controlling you. That's what I want to do here in this channel. I want to first help you think about this stuff for yourself as a person, for your goals, for your needs, for your desires. And then hopefully together we can sort of make a plan. I can show you how to open an account, how to look at investments, how to select something, how to buy it. And these are all topics that I want to cover into upcoming videos. But like I said, this that I discussed today is the first thing that you need to start thinking. And we will slowly be building these fundamentals that I just explained over the next few videos, but you should really start thinking about the meaning of money and the purpose in your life, your desires, your wants, your goals, what makes you feel good, what makes you happy, what do you want? Because ultimately that is what drives your financial decisions, your goal to financial freedom. Because there are some people that want it so freaking badly that they would rather live absolutely miserably for the next 5 years and save 80% of their income, but be completely financially independent after those 5 years. While there are others who like their job, who love their job, who never plan to stop working, but they would like to have something on the side, and they're completely okay with saving 10%, 15% of their money per month, per year, and building that over 20, 30, however long years it takes, just so they don't have to rely on regular pension, for example. So you need to find where you yourself sit. What do you want? What is your goal? What is realistic for you? How much risk are you willing to take? You need to answer all of those questions for yourself before you can start making financial decisions. And that is your homework before next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope this has been useful for you. If you enjoyed this, I would really appreciate a like and a comment down below. That would be the greatest, most positive feedback for me. And thank you. See you next time.